Hey everybody, welcome back to another movie review. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. We got a lot of reviews coming on this channel. I think I recorded like 3 or 4 in the past like few days. That were my keys, my bad. Um, whatever. I'll get them in a second. Yeah, we got a ton of reviews coming down the pipe for this channel, so just excuse the abundance of reviews that will be popping up pretty soon here. And the first of which is going to be this one, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, directed by Stephen Cable Jr., who previously gave you Creed 2, and now is bringing another Transformers film to the screen. Now, now me and Transformers have a particular history. For anybody who's familiarized themselves with this channel long enough, you guys know that I'm a big Transformers fan. Love Transformers pretty much my whole life, ever since I was a little kid. And I've had a connection with the live action films. I'm not blind to the quality of said films. I don't really I can't really defend the fourth or fifth one, but I think I can make an argument for the first 3 films. And I think that most people are also in favor of Bumblebee, which I enjoyed. I thought Bumblebee was good. Um, and Rise of the Beasts is a reboot. I know that there's been some conflicting reports on what the film's supposed to be. It is a reboot. Um, Takes place after Bumblebee. I'm not sure how long ago from Bumblebee, but set itself within the 90s. And I will try my best to not spoil elements here. I will be opening up a spoiler discussion because I have my bro right here, so we'll have a little bit of a spoiler discussion near the end of the video. So you'll be safe for now, but once I switch over to my brother, we're gonna get a little bit of a spoilery territory. So just an FYI, but not spoiling anything. It takes place in the 90s, and there are multiple factions at play here, as the trailers have suggested. There's Autobots, there's Maximals, there's Terracons, and they're all having to, come together in having to stop a very evil threat in the name of Unicron, which everyone who knows Transformers knows is a giant planet-eating, type thing, which is reminiscing and kind of callbacking to the original film from the 80s, and involving themselves within this globe-trotting extravaganza. We have Noah, played by Anthony Ramos, Eleanor, forgot her name, played by Dominic Fishback, and they find themselves within this whole thing, and they embark on what amounts to, I would say, a fairly mixed bag, but I would say a mixed bag in the more positive sense, because I do believe that the Transformers films are problematic, especially with the fourth and fifth one. I just could not stomach. Um, but I believe with this one there is something of merit to this one. I wouldn't say it's like rich or thick, but it's thin but endearing. There's characterization that is appealing. There's visuals that are also appealing. I would also say that there's something of an emotional center to the film, which I was kind of surprised by. There were some scenes that I wouldn't say are completely enthralling or emotionally, in depth and all that sort of stuff, but there's a sliver there that is interesting, and that is more digestible, and like I said, more appealing than the other films were. It isn't without its inconsistencies. It is still a fairly inconsistent film. There are elements to the film that I think that if you did not have knowledge of Transformers, I think you would be fairly lost on. And it is it has the pace of a roller coaster. It just keeps on moving. Very little time to explain things. So it does bear issues of the past, but some of the stuff that it brings on, I would say some good improvements. Like I said, better characterization. I could actually tell what's going on within the Transformer fights. I can actually tell who's fighting who. And like I said, you have more of a connection to things than previously. And I think that with that, I found myself more enjoying of its company. I wouldn't say it's great. I mean, like I said, there are many issues with it, narratively speaking, and just with how it chooses to pace itself. But I think that it was, for what it is, fairly enjoyable stuff. It's cheese. I mean, like, it's not like, set within a line of real consistency or real, depths or stuff like that. But I would say it's cheese, but it's the cheese that I would compare it to like the 1986 film, where, yeah, it's a lot of Bing Bang Boom, but the difference with Michael Bay is that the Bing Bang Boom didn't have much of a heart. With this, there's Bing Bang Boom, but there is something of a heart at the center of it, and for that, I would say that I would give it some of it props. So it's enjoyable, but it is also bearing issues that I have seen previously, but not as much as before. There are improvements. So not as good as Bumblebee. I would still say Bumblebee is probably the more consistent of the Transformer films, but as a film, it is, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I would say is the best word for it. It's okay. And for Transformers, and for what the franchise brings to the table, I think okay is a very good place to start off with, because I think I heard it's supposed to be a trilogy of films. So for being okay, I think it's a good start. So hopefully, with whatever they bring next, if they bring another one, actually they are. I think they're working on an animated film. So hopefully the quality improves. For the last two films now have actually been fairly decent. So and as a Transformers fan, I'm happy. I'm happy to see that we are getting actual good Transformer films. So I found myself, okay with it. I wouldn't say, like I said, it's great, but I would say it's okay. I think that's the best word for it. Um, so that's my thoughts on it. So we're gonna swing over to my bro now, and like I said, bear in mind we might be talking spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers, you might want to tune out right now. But we're gonna talk some spoilers right now. At least my bro might be. So fair warning. So just swing over the camera right here. Gonna get you guys to my bro. There's my bro right there.
What up?
And why don't you tell them what you think about the movie?
The movie was insane, man. It was like everything like I never thought of, because Mirage has a good classic feeling to like his design and everything, but it was good, man. The soundtrack was good. I love the music and everything. 10 out of 10 for the soundtrack. But for the whole movie, for me, it's 9.5 out of 10. But it was fun. I love the battles. Like my brother says, you can easily see what's going on and everything. And yes, it's very like easy. Like the story is kind of good to catch on, but at the same time, it's hard to tell. But at the same time, I love the character designs. Like Optimus, he's good. Peter Cullen did a good job playing as a role with him, and they did well on it, man. I hope they do a lot of good films with Transformers like that. There's an animated film upcoming soon, and yes, I will go see that one as well. And I'm not personally a big Transformers fan. I'm mostly like a Nintendo fan. I'm like a video game fan, but when I saw this movie, I was like yelling and having fun. I was screaming because I was exploding in a good way. It was yeah, I just loved it. I love films that are very actionized and have like these like songs, these soundtracks that are like give you like a related vibe to like what's going on in the situation of battles, to some friendships, a love, and everything like that. That's what I like. I like narratives that have straight up good vibes, and everything has a good detail. Every detail and everything is straight solid. I completely love this film, and I would love to put some spoilers in. I mean, like I said, Mirage has a good classical thing. I'll put one more spoiler in. Like Unicron like comes in with these cool other like other cons and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, man. And should I tell him about the
Yeah, go ahead. Spoilers.
should I tell him about all right. Noah is the character, you know, the one, like, fun fact, Optimus, like, he relates with this kid. He's trying to help out with his mother and his brother, his little brother, and everything like that. And to me, it's cool. Like, that's kind of sad, and it's just kind of nice of him because, you know, me and my bro were watching that. We were just like, this is kind of a cool, like, me and my brother thing, you know. And I think like, you know, sorry, but just like I really got kind of emotional about it. But like, Optimus wants to save his planet, like Cybertron, and Noah wants to help his planet on Earth, try to help his mother and his brother and stuff like that. He's just doing his thing. Optimus is doing his thing, and they're like courting like a good relationship. And the cool thing is, I wanted to say, it was when Mirage, he went to some port. There's a character named Scourge, right? Scourge, yeah. Yeah, Scourge, and he like annihilated Mirage so like insanely, and like he just transformed into like into Noah, and Noah like became like a crazy, like, you know, character. I was surprised. I never saw that one coming. And yeah, and there was obviously the Maximals. Those guys really are important to the narrative and everything of this story. They have a bonding with the Autobots. They really take in lightly, and I think this is a good watch. I think it's a good thing to watch. They have some good comedy. There's some music that you guys might know. They even go to like different countries sometimes. Like, I saw there's some scenes where they go to Peru. They even go to Iceland, and it starts off with in like New York and Brooklyn and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all my favorite things and thoughts to you and to my brother and everything. And I would like to give it back to Chris. Bye, everyone.
Alrighty. Well, we can keep it here if you want to. But, I mean,
no, it's fine.
Swing it back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Alrighty. Well, I think you actually nailed it on the head. Actually, I was looking for the word. I would say that's a more relatable film. Like, I think that's probably the best word for it.
I love it, man. It was so good.
Yeah, like, I think it's more of a relatable piece. Like I said, it kind of has. I'd say it's more similar in vein to Bumblebee in that it has more relatable, you know, sensibility, which I think that is what's making me more, you know, more or less more interested and more curious to, you know, just to lend an ear to this kind of film. So, but those are our thoughts on Transformers. You guys let us know your thoughts on Transformers. If any of you guys are like big fans of the material, would like to hear you guys' thoughts, obviously, you know, spoiler free, obviously. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Transformers Rise of the Beast, as well as my bros. And thank you guys for tuning in. And like I said, we got a ton of reviews coming down the pipe, so excuse the enormous load of reviews. But until then, guys, me and bro, perhaps in the next Transformers film or whatever film comes out next for both of us. Until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.